I know. We don't normally get Pokemon news from Nintendo Directs, but this time we did. We got a brand new trailer for the DLC of Scarlet and Violet, and even a look at Detective Pikachu 2. As soon as the Direct started and I heard that Scarlet and Violet music, I was super hyped, because I've been wanting to see gameplay from the new areas in the DLC for so long. Because they showed off some of the cinematic shots in the reveal trailer, but we didn't actually get to see any in-game footage, so it was super nice to actually see some. The trailer starts by showing off the Teal Mask and some of the locations we can visit, specifically Masui Town in Kitakami, which I guess will act as our base of operations for this section of the DLC. We also get our first in-game look at some new characters, Carmine and Kieran. Carmine seems to be a super headstrong and in-your-face rival character, which is similar to some older rivals we've had in the past, while Kieran seems a bit more laid back and shy. They even mentioned the Festival of Masks, which is a tradition that has been passed down for generations, which is super interesting because I love the festival vibes they're giving off, and I love the outfits, and just like the whole theme of this area seems super cool. But then they also showed us the 3 new Pokemon that are going to be added in this part of the DLC: Monkey Dory, Okidogi, and Pheasantipity. Incredible names, by the way. Apparently the villagers in Mosui Town call them the Loyal 3, and I guess they have statues, but that's like really all we know about these 3 Pokemon. The monkey is my favorite. We also learned that these Pokemon have a new ability called Toxic Chain, which to me kind of seems like it works similarly to Poison Point. When one of these 3 Pokemon hits an opponent with a move, the power of the Toxic Chain all 3 Pokemon have may cause the opponent to become badly poisoned, which, like I said, to me just sounds similar to Poison Point. Only difference is this one is badly poisoned, and Poison Point is just regular poison. And then the first half of the trailer ends by giving us a quick look at Ogerpon, the small mask-wearing Pokemon, which we still know very little about. But then the camera pans around Blueberry Academy, which is a brand new school you'll be studying at. And of course, what's a new Pokemon location without some new characters being thrown in there? So here we'll meet Cyrano and Lacey. Hopefully I'm pronouncing Cyrano right, but I think I am. Cyrano's the director and founder of the school, and he's actually the one that invites you over to Blueberry Academy as an exchange student, which we previously didn't know about. Lacey, on the other hand, is a second-year student at Blueberry Academy, and apparently she's pretty cracked at battling. Under the school and in the sea, they have built a giant terrarium made up of 4 areas, which each represent a different biome. And partly because of that and the strong trainers that we'll meet, this section is giving off very strong Battle Tower and Safari Zone vibes. And like I said, specifically because it features a lot of strong trainers, and then the terrarium features a bunch of Pokemon previously unobtainable in Scarlet and Violet. For example, Blitzel, Dugong, Golurk, and then the big one, I think, Alolan Executor. I only say that it's a big one because it's in Alolan form, which like means that if there's Alolan forms, that maybe we'll see a couple new forms show up in this game. I don't know, it's wishful thinking, but I'd love to see like a new convergent species or something, please. But then the trailer ends by giving a quick look at Terapagos, which is the poster Pokemon of the Indigo Disk section of the DLC. But yeah, personally, from all we've seen in the DLC, I'm pretty excited. I think that I'm more interested in the lore of Ogerpon and the Festival of Masks than I am for the Indigo Disk. But I think that's because I can piece together what I feel like the Indigo Disk is going to be about. Well, with the Teal Mask, I still have zero idea. And that's pretty much all the new information we got from this new trailer. They did also announce that until July 2nd, you can find a Shiny Gimmighoul in 5-star raids. The odds are not boosted, so it's full odds, but still there's a chance to get a Shiny Gimmighoul. They also mentioned a special mystery gift of 10 nuggets, 10 rare candies, and a friend ball by using the code Treasure Hunts until July 31st. Later in the direct, they shifted to Detective Pikachu 2, or officially called Detective Pikachu Returns. And honestly, this was a pretty big surprise, because a Detective Pikachu game was mentioned for the Switch back in 2019, but we haven't heard anything since. And I mean, like, no news, no updates, nothing. There wasn't even like an official reveal trailer. They just mentioned it really quick. And so there was a lot of people like, we don't even know if this is happening anymore. Like, we haven't heard anything. No one said anything. There's been plenty of Pokemon Presents and nothing yet. But it's finally coming. It's actually a real thing. And just seeing it here in the direct was super cool. In Detective Pikachu Returns, you're going to be able to join Tim Goodman and the coffee-loving, deep-voiced Pikachu on their mystery-solving detective case. At this point right now, not a whole lot is known about the story for this game, but I love these kind of spin-off games because we get to see the Pokemon world outside of like what we normally would with like the gym challenge. But it's pretty cool to see people in Pokemon living their everyday, day-to-day life, because the Pokemon world is so expansive and there's like so much else happening and going on, but we only get to like interact with like the gym challenge really in the games. So yeah, that was super cool to see in the direct. And Mewtwo's in the game. Everybody loves Mewtwo. And how do you not love a coffee-loving Pikachu? I love coffee. I love Pikachu. Put them together, it's fantastic.
I sure wish somebody would bring me some coffee.
A lot of the times I feel like spin-off games go a little bit underrated because they're not quote-unquote mainline games. But it's really cool to see Pokemon stories being told in different mediums than what you would see in like a mainline game. And that was all the Pokemon news we got from this latest Nintendo Direct. What did you guys think? Are you guys excited for Detective Pikachu Returns? Are you excited to see more about the DLC? Personally, I was just excited to see Pokemon news in a Nintendo Direct in the first place, because normally they'll be like, oh, check out next week for our Pokemon Presents. But no, they just showed it in the Direct, so that was awesome. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. But most importantly, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Peace.